Good morning, everybody, and this is your Forex day trade setups for today. So the flag breaker we had yesterday, which we were anticipating to play out, didn't really play out, did it? So we're kind of all over the place. Nothing really that we can see here. We've got a bit of a gap down this morning, but the only thing that is in the bulls' favor, well, not the only thing, there's a few things in the bears' favor. The one is that the oscillators have crossed over and pointing down, and the second thing is we are below all the moving averages. So trend is clearly to the downside right now. What we were looking for is a break and then a move to the downside here. So you can see we've got the break, definitely got the break. We didn't really get a retest. We basically just went sideways. So one of two things needs to happen at the moment, and the one, which I don't think is very highly probable, is a break above the highs of yesterday at 116.132, a break and retest for a move to the upside, and the other one is a break below 115.916 and retest for a move to the downside. So your gains are going to be capped. I did it again. So your gains are going to be capped by 115.679. So short it is from what I can see, but we just need a break and retest. So we need a break and retest. Bear in mind you've got a little bit of an opening gap here, so probably sideways motion. Once we break this either to the upside or the downside, that's the trigger you're looking for. You're looking for the retest, come down to the 15-minute, and then look for the trade, which is going to be equal to the height of the range, which is roughly down to here at 115.679. Just look left and you will see where the support is. Remember, it's not these tails, it's the tails on this side, which are on the side of price. Okay, moving on to US dollar Japanese yen. This one played out quite nicely. Down, found some support, bounced around a bit, and then rallied. So definitely a fairly decent trade from yesterday's analysis. And you can see we didn't really have any crossovers. We've got the crossovers now, sort of late in the session yesterday. But ultimately, you were looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You could have played a London breakout strategy, but you were looking for structure, and there was structure there. You can see we came back to test it, closed below it, but in the very next bar, closed above it. So your entry would have been in this zone with your stop. You could have had your stop right below this level or one lower down. But anyway, it was a fairly decent move. What you're looking for now is a break above structure, and sorry, there are two levels here. Let me just take one of these down here. There are two levels here you need to pay attention to. So this is the break you're looking for: 111,684 or 111,645. That's the area that we need to get above. Come back and find support before you start looking for longs again at this level. Otherwise, what you're looking for is pullbacks. And there is a pullback here, which validates a double bottom. In actual fact, let me just have a look here. Oh man, there it is. Hate it when the block hides away. Okay, so the double bottom target basically should be targeting this area up here. So a bit of a risky trade though. I wouldn't want to be jumping in long here anticipating a move to there. I would prefer a move back to the downside. So look for something along the lines of the following. Okay, so you're looking for pullback onto 111,500 or onto 111,298 or 111,300 area. If you get pullback onto there, then definitely you're looking for another long, and your target is 111,650 to 111,800. If it does break this and carry on to the upside, so be it. You've missed the trade. You want to see structure, so you want to see a pullback on structure before you jump in on it. With oscillators like this, not something I want to be jumping in on a day trade. Anyway, moving on to British pound, Japanese yen. Another one which we've basically rallied again. But if you look at the bigger picture, we are sideways. So for all intents purposes, we need to clear this area here at 152.5 597, and we need to clear that on the 8 hour, and I would want at least 2 8-hour candles above that before starting to look at a move to the upside. So the bigger trend here has been down for quite some time, but it is very volatile right now, so treat it as a range. So at the moment you can see we are trending up. Oscillator's coming off a bit while we forming a base. That's very interesting. So there is the bottom of the structure, and there's the top. So that could be strong move up, consolidation, break, retest, and a move to the upside. So that's kind of the view that I would have, is a break of 152, 165, break and retest of that, then definitely looking for a move at least up to 152.597. We get above that on the 8 hour and close above it, then I will start looking for longer term longs. But at the moment we are so close to the top of the range, I'd prefer to see a deeper pullback, to be honest. So I'd prefer to see this consolidation break to the downside, which would probably come to 151.529, with potential of coming a little bit lower, straight into moving averages here at 151.145. That would trigger longs for me as well. This would be a much better setup than trying to take a break up here, because risk reward is going to be fairly good. You're going to have a stop below the low of yesterday, and then you've got this target to the upside. So fairly low risk, fairly high reward in an uptrend, or beginning of an uptrend. So that's the way I would trade that. Euro, British pound, kind of the converse is true here. We on the 8 hour we're above and below the moving averages, so we are ranging. There's just no structure there on the 8 hour that we need to pay attention to. Come down to the 1 hour, and you can see this is a little bit different. We have a downward trend, but look at the oscillators moving to the upside. So this would be a great area to be short of, 0.85-280. So I'd be looking for some structure here. Could go a little bit higher. There's some tails there, and there's even a little bit more structure just above there as well. So anything up until this, in fact, anything up until that area would still be bearish. So you're looking for a 0.85-280, or alternatively 0.5326, or alternatively 0.85360, and lastly 0.85451. So any pullback back into that area is definitely an opportunity for a short. Lastly on this pair, because it is doing exactly the same as what the pound yen is doing, that is the current range. So we could come down, test, down, down. So it could break the range to the downside, come back and test it. Then that would also be an opportunity to be short. And that's fairly decent risk to reward there, because I don't think there's much below. We'll look at that now. But your stop would be above the range, your entry below the break of the range. We come back to the 8 hour. Not much that's going to hold up price at the moment. So I suppose that's kind of the base that we're at the moment. Once we're through there, the next level really that's going to make any differences down here at 0.84700. So pay attention to that. That might be a continuation to the downside, or alternatively it might just be the bottom of the range that we've been in for so long. You can see this, and we're going to start bouncing to the upside. So 50-50 call in my opinion anyway. So anyway, I think the dollar offers a better opportunities for me this morning rather than the pound, and that's bottom line. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you bright and breezy tomorrow morning. Enjoy the rest of your day. Cheers for now.